Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Terror in London. 4 people killed, dozens of others injured as a man plows into people on a busy bridge and then goes on a stabbing spree.
Dealing with danger, the defenders take you behind the scenes as local police officers train to quickly save lives and avoid mistakes.
And developing right now, St. Clair Shores police are asking you to look at this picture. They're asking if you recognize this man. We'll start there tonight at 11. He showed up in a neighborhood around dinner time last night and then approached 2 young boys. He
was last seen in the area of Little Mac and 10 Mile. That's where Mara McDonald is live. And Mara, he told the boys he ran out of gas.
Kimberly, that's exactly what he told them. And they were playing in one of the driveways here on Benjamin Street. And guess what? He wasn't out of gas. He shows up on the 20,000 block of Benjamin. Police say the man in these pictures is likely in his 60s and was driving a green 1990s to early 2000s Chevy Trailblazer. He gets out and walks up to 2 boys playing in the driveway and tells them he's run out of gas. Well, the kids run inside and get their dad, who comes out. He repeats the same line to him and then gets back into his Trailblazer and drives away. So much for being out of gas.
We heard about it through the school system, the local, like the Parenthood Watch situation. And
Dave Sokaz was out with his son Anthony tonight as he was zipping around on his new hoverboard to make sure he didn't take a spill and that the man in the pictures didn't decide to make a return visit.
The story might have made sense until he drove away in his SUV. I guess the father came out and said, you know, he said the same thing to him, like, hey, I ran out of gas, but then he drove away. So yeah, you just never know. You just got to watch what's going on around your neighborhood.
His complete description, according to St. Clair Shores police, is a white man, 60s, 5'10", 180 pounds, with a stubble beard, wearing a dark gray winter coat, a gray knit cap, blue jeans, and white tennis shoes. Back here live, and something else to think about. From where I'm standing right now, there are easily 2 gas stations not even a quarter of a mile away. So something was definitely up here, and St. Clair Shores PD would really like to hear from you if you know who he is. We are live in St. Clair Shores tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. The British Parliament is vowing to meet as normal tomorrow following a deadly rampage on London's Westminster Bridge earlier today. Investigators are treating this as a terrorist attack. Jermont Terry live in the newsroom tonight with the newest information we're learning. Jermont.
Devin, this is the car that the attacker drove. If we move through these pictures, you can see the devastation on the faces of people. Tonight, we know the death toll stands at 4, including an officer. And I can tell you that dozens are injured as well. New video shows the moments pedestrians on the Westminster Bridge realized they were in trouble. Look closely. You can see someone jumping into the river as a car plows through the crowds. That vehicle makes its way towards Big Ben, driving onto the sidewalk, zigzagging to hit people. The driver used his car as a weapon.
I will not comment on this stage at the identity of the attacker, but our working assumption is that he was inspired by international terrorism.
That car crashed into railings and more people before running through Parliament's gate. The driver got out, attacking police, including an unarmed officer with a knife.
One of those who died today was a police officer, PC Keith Palmer, age 48, had 15 years service, and was a husband and a father.
Police opened fire, sending people running. The gunshots heard by lawmakers inside, forcing a lockdown.
I am now going to suspend the sitting of the House. This House is now suspended, but please wait here.
Britain's Prime Minister was evacuated, but tonight she was somber and defiant.
And we will all move forward together, never giving in to terror.
Now, this attack comes exactly 1 year to the day that the attacks killed several people in Brussels. Now, we should point out that there were several tourists in that area. No word tonight if any Americans were among those who died. Again, this is an open investigation. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Jermont. A man goes on a bizarre rampage inside a Dearborn Heights restaurant. People enjoying their dinner recorded this video of the shirtless man after he walked into Mexican Fiesta and got behind the bar. He yelled at employees and at one point put knives between his fingers to look like the X-Men character Wolverine. He then yelled for everybody to leave.
Does he still have the knives in his hand? Yep, and he's just yelled. Now he's throwing things behind the bar. He just told everybody to get out of the restaurant. He's going crazy.
Everybody out! Out! I'm not playing. I'm out!
Police arrived and took him into custody before anyone was hurt. There's no explanation tonight for his actions.
A Waterford Township police officer is facing some very serious charges tonight. Brendan Moquin is charged with domestic violence and criminal sexual conduct after an incident that occurred Monday night. Moquin appeared in court this afternoon where the judge set bond at $25,000. Moquin's been on the force for 3 years, but now on administrative leave. He'll be back in court next month.
A Canton police officer was injured tonight while responding to a call. It happened on Geddes Road, just east of Beck. The officer swerved to miss a car that was coming out of a subdivision and ended up hitting a van that was pulled over. The police SUV rolled over, but the officer was able to walk away from the crash. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Well, Washington is in a full boil tonight over the latest revelations over surveillance and Team Trump. It turns out private communications between President Trump and his transition team may have been picked up by intelligence agencies, though not intentionally. The chairman of the House Intelligence Committee briefed the president today. Devin Nunes is the Republican from California. He says he's read documents that suggest the president's communications may have been scooped up by American officials as they were monitoring other targets. It happened during the 3 months between the election and the inauguration.
What I've read seems to me to be some level of surveillance activity, perhaps legal, but I don't know that it's right, and I don't know that the American people would be comfortable with what I've read, but let us get all the reports.
But the fact that Nunes told the press and the president before telling his colleagues on the Intelligence Committee has many calling foul, with some arguing that it now makes it impossible for the Intelligence Committee to carry out a fair and unbiased investigation.
A 29-year-old man arrested in connection to that Amber Alert we all got on our cell phones this morning. The alert went out after a car with a 2-year-old girl and her 9-month-old brother in the back seat was stolen outside of Flint. The mother left them in the car while she went inside a gas station to buy cigarettes. The children were found safe 3 hours later. Police arrested the suspect this evening. New information on what could have caused a plane to skid off the runway earlier this month with the University of Michigan men's basketball team on board.
These are the preliminary reports that now say the right elevator was jammed. An elevator controls the airplane's pitch or up and down motion so it doesn't nosedive. But investigators still can't give a specific cause. Of course, remember, this happened during that historic windstorm. One person on board did suffer a minor injury.
All right, 3 digits is all it takes to get you in trouble with the law. Why police are warning about a new prank for iPhone users.
Also, he leaves faster than he gets in. What surprised this would-be burglar that had him running for the hills? Ben, a chilly night.
It is, Devin, and you know what? We may actually get off easy as temperatures could be hanging steady towards tomorrow morning. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Moving left.
Taser, taser.
Behind the scenes police training like you've never seen before.
There was a lot going in, and I was so nervous that one of them was going to be a kid.
Put the gun down!
The defenders show you this 300-degree simulator.
Get back into your vehicle.
And how this training could make the difference at your work or your child's school if a gunman ever appeared.
Coming up tomorrow morning on Local 4 News Today, transforming Ford Field into a mud-filled racetrack. We're going to take you inside for a sneak peek and give away tickets to this unique 2-wheeled event.
Also, for Thrifty Thursday, the travel tricks and apps to saving money on your spring and summer vacations.
That's at 5:50 tomorrow morning. Also, weather and traffic always on the 4s. Detroit mornings start here from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
See you in the morning.
Next. Get back into your vehicle.
We're not just training on the range anymore. Drop the gun, drop the gun. We're actually putting officers in a decision-making situation.
Well, forget the days of relying on a shooting range. Police training is going high-tech.
Officers getting real experience, so if one day, heaven forbid, a gunman should show up at a school or at your workplace, the police can react quickly to save lives and avoid mistakes in the process.
Local 4 defender Karen Drew spent a day with Troy police officers to see how this training is making a difference.
From the exterior, it looks just like a warehouse.
Grab these two.
But what's going on inside? Close quarters technical is so much more.
It's a 300-degree simulator that we put students through from law enforcement to private sector to military for threat recognition, decision-making capabilities in high-stress situations.
Today, the Local 4 defenders are with the Troy Police Department. Officer Clark.
Ma'am, step back in your car.
And Officer Zagacki.
Put the bottle down, please.
It's training day, something officers at Troy PD do 4 times a year for an 8-hour shift.
And this gives us an opportunity to put real-life people interacting with us in the reality sense.
In this scenario, a woman gets out of her car and starts to grab for something in her purse.
Ma'am, do not touch that. Step away from the back of the car.
She has a gun.
Get on the ground, get on the ground. Taser, taser, taser.
Each scenario has different outcomes that we control depending on how the student's interacting with the subjects on the screen.
And even though she did have a weapon, she wasn't pointing the weapon at me. I tried to deliver the taser as soon as she reached for the weapon to avoid that confrontation.
Next scenario, police responding to a loud and disorderly party.
Please calm down, sir. Please calm down here. Put the bottle down, please.
And then there is the office shooting.
Police, come out!
Gunmen on the loose.
You look right, I got left.
For many officers, they've never experienced situations like these.
Left side, left side.
So this gives a hands-on experience they can learn from.
Drop the gun, drop the gun!
Much more real life than practicing at a shooting range.
We had high stressful situation, we had injured subjects, we had a suspect who's a threat, and then we have to be accurate with our shot to preserve the life of the employee who's being held at gunpoint.
I decided to give the simulator a try. My scenario, a shooter in a school.
Moving.
We go hallway to find the gunman, stop him, and of course, don't shoot any innocent victims. Your heart races, your eyes dart from subject to subject while you try to find the bad guy. In the end, we get him.
How do you feel?
I'm a wreck. There was a lot going in, and I was so nervous that one of them was going to be a kid. And I did shoot at the right person, but I was nervous afterwards because I thought, what if that, I don't know, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of decision making.
A lot of decision making.
Training goes from simulator to a shoot house with live fire. The defenders suited up as well and followed the officers in.
We'll have no shoot and shoot targets, and they'll have to decide what's a threat, what's not a threat.
Again, it's the tension and the unknown, which gives them a more real-life practice session.
It keeps you alert, it keeps you aware of what your surroundings are. If you are able to control that stress, then you're able to better function as an officer.
Not all local police departments do this kind of training. It depends on the number of officers on the force and, of course, the budget. Troy Police just finished getting all 102 officers through this training. I'm Karen Drew, Local 4 Defenders.
Pretty cool.
Karen said it was pretty intense.
Yeah,
even though you know none of it's real, it's
right.
just a drill. It gets your blood pumping.
And there's been so much tension between police and the public that something like this, you can see how they can hone their skills and, you know, get used to it before the real world.
Sure hope so, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right, here's a look at what Hank Winchester is working on for tomorrow night.
Listen up, ladies. How would you like to get salon-like nails without the big salon-like price?
This looks like normal nail polish to me.
Help Me Hank's team putting do-it-yourself gel nail polish to the ultimate test. Can you get that professional look in the comfort of your own home?
Yours looks so good.
It's cheaper, but is it worth your time and your money? So if somebody was looking to buy this product, Help Me Hank tomorrow at 11.
I just want to know if Hank's going to try out the nail polish.
Does Hank know what the professional look is? I'm concerned. I'm going to believe he's relying on expert testimony.
Can't wait. No, that's going to be a great story.
Well, you mentioned earlier that it might not get as cold tonight as we had originally feared it would. That's good.
We've got some warmer air coming in, a little bit more moisture, so that hopefully keeps these temperatures up. Regardless of what happens tonight, this is going to be the coldest that we will have to get through in the upcoming forecast. So that is at least good news. We're 28 right now, and even in some of our north zone right now, we dropped down to 22 in Sandusky, Port Huron at 19. But as I mentioned, some moisture starting to move in. And we look at that as what we call the dew point. And even though this is probably a little too geeky for 11 o'clock as folks are trying to go to bed, this is kind of the floor. Usually temperatures don't drop below this mark, but we're also going to see these dew points rise a little bit as we head towards morning. So I think a lot of us are going to end up into the 20s for low temperatures tonight. So as we look at wind speeds out there, very light, not going to see much of a wind chill. In fact, we haven't seen it so far tonight. As far as the moisture goes, there is some starting to move in to the Twin Cities there, just starting to enter the western edge of Lake Superior. We will eventually see some rain in here by Thursday night. A lot of that's going to be overnight towards Friday morning, right before the morning commute for a good chunk of the area. High pressure in control, though, tonight. That means we're going to be mainly clear and start out that way tomorrow. The clouds will be on the increase ahead of this next chance of rain, and you'll see it move in here as we get into Friday morning. This is 3 a.m. This model showing a lot of it exits before the commute is done, and we'll spend most of Friday on the dry side, which when you see these temperatures will actually be kind of nice. We'll actually get out to enjoy some of these above normal numbers. Lows tonight, and again, this is going to be a tough forecast, but I think these are going to be pretty close to where we're sitting right now. If we drop a little bit more, so be it, but I think that's where we're going to end up. South zone anywhere between about 23 and 28 is what we're looking at. Slightly cooler in our west zone with mid-20s for lows, and you saw in our north zone already in the low 20s, and that's pretty much where I think we're going to stay as we get through the overnight hours tonight. Highs going to 42 tomorrow with those clouds on the increase. And there's that 62 that shows up on Friday after the early showers. Weekend, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. You can see what's there. Temperatures as we get into early next week going to be in the 50s. So you know what? April showers
in
not
March.
Too far away, but yeah, into March there.
There will be basketball to watch.
That's right. We're all going to be preoccupied.
Yeah.
Well, our winters may be snowy, cold, and gray, but that could change. Why? Popular Science says weather is going to make Michigan the best place to live in the future.
Can't wait to hear this story. But first, how long this former substitute teacher will spend in prison for having the largest child porn collection in the state's history. That's next.
A former substitute teacher from Monroe is going to spend the next 20 years in prison for possessing what investigators say was the largest child porn collection they've ever seen.
Back in 2015, investigators found more than 3 million images on 54-year-old David Huntley's computer. On top of that, he admitted to having sexual contact with children, including fondling a 4-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl.
Monica Conyers is now off the air. The former Detroit City Council president started hosting a weekly afternoon show on 9:10 a.m. 6 months ago. Station says she was terminated this morning for violating corporate policy, but didn't elaborate. Conyers' attorney insists she resigned. The Liberty Park of America is going to auction off everything next week. The now closed sports complex in Sterling Heights is going to auction off things like the scoreboards, the bleachers, the restaurant equipment. It's an online auction, and it is set for Monday of next week.
Well, nobody messes with this mama. When a burglar tried to break into her home, she scared him away. The Miami area woman was home with her 10-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son when they heard banging on the door. When the man finally kicked it in, the mom was armed with a shotgun, and she didn't hesitate chasing him out. He ran away, looking over his shoulder. Police, though, are still looking for him.
Police are asking iPhone users to avoid a prank that's making the rounds, and it uses Siri. Some social media posts encourage people to ask Siri to dial 108 and then close your eyes, and they claim that she will tell you a joke or a story. Actually, Siri will start a 5-second countdown and then connect you to the nearest 911 dispatch center. It's a prank that obviously ties up 911 lines, preventing real emergencies from being answered, which has been a growing problem. Well, we, of course, think of Michigan as a pretty great place to live. Scientists say it will soon be a fact.
How about this? Popular Science predicts by the year 2100, Michigan will be the best place to live because the rest of the U.S. will be uninhabitable. They say because of climate change, the landscape will be completely different in the next 83 years. Sea levels could rise more than 6 feet. The number of hurricanes will double. Tornadoes will be more severe, and more wildfires will burn in the west. It said Sault Ste. Marie will be the perfect place to live. Sault Ste.
Maybe the only place left. Be busy for weather minutes.
I'll be 120, so I don't really care. But that's, yeah, maybe.
Good stuff, yeah.